Well, the Accord is back. It blew the head gasket and we're already diving in. So I have my spare head gasket from 6 weeks still. I'm going to use that. We're going to get this thing changed up, and then I need to order 2 more head gaskets, one for mine and one for my buddy Jordan's, because we got lots of H's that need some love. So we're getting this one taken care of, and we're gonna get her all fixed up. We got to check out a little bit of an oil leak off the T in the back where the feed line is, and get this head gasket swapped out. So I've already kind of gotten in here, loosened this up so I can take the filter off, exhaust coming off, and the boost pipes out. Kind of just some things that are bigger and in the way, so that I can kind of work on all the little stuff here. I'm going to start kind of over here and get all of the stuff on the intake off, and then come around and take the exhaust manifold off the front last, so then I can just go in here, pop all this stuff off, and work in the middle once I'm done with all this stuff. So all this stuff is kind of just littler and easier, and then once I get to that, I'll pop the timing belt off, we'll do the head studs, and we'll pull the head just right out. Pretty simple and easy. I'm definitely excited. I already cut myself on something. The clamp for the exhaust, I'm pretty sure right here, got me good. But we've been doing all kinds, working on getting Derek's front end mounted. This thing is looking really, really good. I'm excited for what we got coming here. We've got the traction bar in here, so we're gonna get this front end mounted and hanging on the sides, and then we're gonna build a weight plate to this, all nice and perfect. Probably 3/4 1 inch. It'll be thick for sure. We're definitely working on getting these things as much front weight as we can. Over here on John's, Jeff and I have been going crazy. John upgraded his exhaust housings as well as his headers, so Jeff and I have been working on getting the turbos mounted. They're gonna have these little mounts down here on each side, and then building the 4-inch exhaust out to where the right here, because it used to be 3-inch all the way up to this V-band here, right there. So we're doing the 4-inch all the way to the V-band, and then we're changing this a little bit to where it's going to come out just like that. I like it a lot. It looks really good. Well, it looks like it may have gotten all of the cylinders. The head gasket definitely was blown. It is pretty high compression. My dad says he may have the timing just a little hot, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the gasket, and then we're gonna check the tune and everything, kind of tame it down a little bit. I checked this with the straight edge. The head looks really straight, super good. So I don't think we're gonna have to have any machine work done to anything. Things look all right, looking good in here. Everything's really clean. There's a little bit of gasket here. I'll get all of that cleaned off. All this little black scraped off here. Just little bits of gasket there and here. Where it kind of more so blew. It blew a little bit on all the cylinders, but mostly the middle two here. So get those little bits cleaned up and it'll be all good. All right, so it's time to swap the gasket out. I got my Cometic here. This is a 0.030, which is pretty much OEM thickness gasket. We're gonna use a Cometic on this. We had an OEM in it before, so we're gonna get this Cometic put on there. We're gonna get this thing all put back together and the Accord back on the road. Love this thing, dude. It is freaking gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it down. I need to clear some of the videos on the card. I know some of them are already on my laptop, so I need to clear some space and keep pumping them out. Well, boys, the shit winds came rolling in, and well, we had to just get it done. So I got the Accord all fixed up and busted out here. Need to put coolant and oil in it. For Mario's, we have completely changed the setup. He's got the Fuel Tech with the Fuel Tech FT550 now with the smart coils and just a whole lot going on. We are working on getting everything wired up right now. My dad's doing all the stuff in here, getting the buttons, because we just did the fuel pump, the starter, all that stuff. So he's just hooking up the buttons real quick. We got to do the powers and stuff for that, and then I got to set the distance on this guy, and we're gonna try and see if we can start this thing. It's pretty awesome.
I'm stoked.
Yeah, I'm pumped, man. This is rad. So we got the Fuel Tech all wired up, and Jamie just did the startup. This thing sounds amazing. Looks awesome. Fuel Tech FT550, fully set up. Still a single set of injectors, but it's coming, man. We got the smart coils,
So much more,
and there's so much more potential with it now. It's about to get the speed sensors, everything. This thing's coming out swinging. Get ready for Mario's Gen, guys. I'm pumped up right now. Love Mario's car, and it is just so rad to see it coming together. Gordo's over here on his motor has got his rings all gapped, and pistons are getting ready to go in. We're waiting on the bearings to show up today, and then I'm really excited. That thing's gonna be a short block. We'll get all the little stuff on it. Then we're waiting for the gasket to show up. So it is gonna have stainless O-rings in it and a Cometic gasket. So we're gonna do that, and then yeah, that'll be going in his car. Gordo's will be coming along. We got some speed sensors to wire, little stuff to wire for his, but other than that, his car already ran, so it's not too much. It's just little things that we want to make him go faster. Gordo got his motor all back together. The thing is looking great. So we haven't timed it yet though, because he's got this cool little T1 cam trigger here. So he's gonna be upgrading, getting rid of his distributor finally. He's been running Fuel Tech with the distributor. One of the few that actually try and do it, and it is not easy. It loses signal all the time, and it's a wanderer. So we're getting him straight away. This thing's gonna be sick. So he's gonna have a front tensioner on it because the motor is shorter than it's supposed to be factory. So we're gonna have a front tensioner on it to remove any slack that's left over in the belt, if there is any. So we're gonna tension it normally, and then we're gonna run the front one in after it's all tensioned to make sure it stays where it's supposed to be. Whew, I'm excited. We got Eric's going together. The motor is back in now. His GSR Integra finally has a GSR heart again after finishing last season off with the LS. And fire slot in this one. We've got sleeves in it now. He's still got his little turby on there, but it stays lit all the time. So it's pretty fun. All right, so we've got the intercooler on. We're working on the boost pipes and everything now. Thing is just about there. Axles, everything's pretty much in it. He's gonna change out his fuel. We're gonna run oil through it and then put new oil in it again, and then trans fluid. And He would like to change his fan. He's had a little bit of cooling issues, so we're gonna try and put this bigger, better fan on there instead of the little guy. See if we can fit it in there and just make this thing run better. He likes to party hardy, so see what we can do. It's running, guys. So we had a weird bug. Once we gave it power, we lost power to the main relay. His main relay like burned up. We changed it and we still didn't get power. So we ran a new ground to the main relay, and then it didn't work. But the main relay was, we had the power probe to it, the continuity tester, everything was green lights. So we unplugged the ECU, plug it back in, everything went green. I don't know, something's definitely weird. We're gonna figure that out, but it's running. We have 81 oil pressure just sitting here idling. Oh, this is sick. This is sick. So we're just gonna do a little heat cycle real quick, and then he wants me to run this oil out of it and put that oil in it. So yeah, we're gonna do that real quick, and we'll come right back with you guys. I'm pumped up though. Ladies and gents, we have been going ham. Gordo's engine is now in his car. We're gonna hook the shift linkage up now. We've got axles in it already. He upgraded his axles now. They're a little bit bigger on the outer spline there. I got 36 mil bolts and stuff nuts. So that's pretty cool. Pretty excited for all this. He's got a T1 trigger hiding up there. It's coming along great. Oh, yeah. We're gonna swap him out with my car so we can get doing the exhaust and wall. It's gonna be sick. Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, so Steven's getting oil in the Civic. We gotta put trans fluid in it next. We're working on my exhaust again. Getting this thing fixed up from the crash. I got axles in it today. And then the back of the shaft's in it. I'm still waiting on my piece here for the front to put the front shaft on. And then we have been doing all kinds, every which way. It's looking good though, I'm excited. So we're getting the exhaust done. We're gonna change up.
If you came from like this.
We're gonna change up the like bar here a little bit so we have more room, and then everything's gonna look really, really good. Yeah.
So we're gonna cut this, make the pipe come out easier. You know, go up a little bit higher.
Angle cut it, do all that. We noticed the flange there was warped, no good. So we're getting that all fixed up, and it's gonna be sick. Pumped. So Jordan's modifying my dump tube just so it shoots kind of differently a little bit, but I got this all tightened up so that nothing moves when they go to finish the exhaust. Jeff's working on all kinds of stuff. Steven over here just got trans fluid in her, I believe. He's coming right along with this bad boy. We're waiting on Austin to get here with an up pipe. Are you ready, Steve?
Yep. Ready?
Yep. Woo! How's it look? Good. Oil pressure gauge good?
A lot of oil pressure.
Awesome. That's great. That's what you want. Woo! Still gotta set the timing. That might be why it's idling a little high. Woo! All right. Hell yeah. Now you gotta cut a hole in the hood.
Yeah. That's the next step.
Next step. Woohoo!
Like good glove.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good. It's like
Dude.
flames. I don't know, we didn't put any water in it, so we shouldn't run it very long. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, it still needs the water.
Damn, dude. Did you have oil pressure?
Yeah. Lots of it, he said.
Good. Did you get? Yeah, now I do.
He didn't have a gauge before.
I was like, yeah, keep going.
Sweet. Sweet dudes.
Yeah, we can put that in there.
Yeah, there's no water in it, guys.
Hey, we run very
Steven.
Hey, I asked you if we had some.
I think we got some. I think we got some. Maybe.
Maybe.